Hello and welcome to the Ouachita News Show. I'm Kaylin Clay.
And I'm Ashley Estes. We hope you had a restful fall break and that you're refreshed and ready to gear up for those midterms.
Yes, Ashley, we are glad to be back on campus after the break. It was certainly a busy season here at Ouachita right before we left. And there are so many people that pour into the community here and make Ouachita life all that it is. Most recently, we noticed that with homecoming.
Now, last week we heard from the homecoming queen, Renna Rogers, and this week Brody Kriegel continued our Meet the Executive series and met with the Student Senate Vice Presidents Jillian Covington and Malia Borland about the hard work they've put into making the homecoming crowning and the entire week a success behind the scenes. Their work did not go unnoticed, and it continues to be recognized throughout other Student Senate events. Here's Brody with more.
Well, it is an exciting time here at Ouachita as it is homecoming week, which means many things for many students. For Student Senate, however, that means a whole lot of responsibility, but also a whole lot of fun too. I sat down with Student Senate members Malia Borland and Jill Covington to get some insight on what it's like to be a part of Student Senate and some of their responsibilities for homecoming weekend.
Here at Ouachita, Student Senate plays a big role on campus. Whether it's homecoming events or traffic court, their work should not go unnoticed. Junior Internal Vice President Malia Borland gave insight on her role and the responsibilities that she has.
So I am the internal vice president, which basically means that I take care of things that are internal. There's also an external president who's Jill, and you're going to hear from her. But basically my job, some of my main things that I take care of are traffic court and then dealing with the ongoings of the Student Senate. So sometimes I'll take over for Brock if he needs help with something, but my job is to make sure that those two things go smoothly. And then I was also in charge of the Purple Plaza party and that whole spiel for Senate.
While some may get confused on the differences between internal and external vice president, the difference is actually quite simple. External Vice President Jill Covington explained to me what it was exactly.
So Malia covers more internal things like traffic court, or if Brock can't be at a meeting, she'll take over, things like that. And then I handle more external things like homecoming court, the organization of Miss OBU, and really anything that Brock needs me to help with from external side.
While some students may question what you may get out of it, both officers believe that it's worth a shot, no matter what position someone may run for.
Like, even if you think that there's a chance that you can lose or that you won't get the position that you want, just go for it. If you want to go for president, go for president. If you want to just sit back and be a senator, if you just want to be a senator, then totally just go ahead and do that. But get involved and try it out, because it might be your thing, and it's very helpful to be able to network with faculty members and be involved in some other behind the scenes work.
Go ahead and go for it, even if you don't think it's your thing, because it's perfect for all different types of people on campus. It offers a lot. And then for people already on, I would say just make the most out of the time you have now. Be as involved as you can, represent us as best as you can, and just have a great attitude about it, because you can really learn a lot from it.
Well, thank you so much, Jill and Malia, for your insight. I got to learn a lot about Student Senate, and maybe you did too. I'm Brody Kriegel, Ouachita News.
Now those are two people to be thankful for, certainly. Thanks, Brody. Even after the heightened enthusiasm of homecoming is dying down, campus is still lively. The men of Kappa Chi kept the spirit up this week with Kappa Chorale, a mechanical bull, line dancing, country music. I mean, what's not to love? Haley Short has a glimpse into that evening.
Well, wild bulls may be banned on campus, but mechanical bulls are not. The men of Kappa Chi brought one to campus for their Kappa Chi Chorale event. Let's see what's inside and get our dancing shoes on.
After successfully winning 5th place at Tiger Tunes this year, the men of Kappa Chi wanted to celebrate by hosting a new event for students.
Yeah, so this is a country western type event with a mechanical bull, line dancing, country music, just all things country and western themed. It's an event that a lot of us like, a lot of people in the club, we consider themselves cowboys, and so it was just kind of natural for us to have an event like this.
So actually last semester, my grandbig, his name is Andrew Tarleton, we were doing some roping with a fake bull, and we're like, what if we did an event that mimicked this? And so we had the idea of KX Chorale, and here we are now a semester later with a mechanical bull.
Not only do the members get to enjoy the fun, but the club's sweethearts find a way to serve by teaching a series of Western-themed line dances.
I love being a sweetheart for Kappa. I think it's so much fun because we just get to kind of come alongside the boys in all of the events and everything that we get to do, but we also get to help with the events, but then we also get to have fun at the events, and we don't have like all of the responsibilities that the guys have.
I got to enjoy the night of fun and even got the chance to ride the mechanical bull myself. To cap off the evening, Brody explained the vision for the corral's ideal attendees.
Primarily we were looking for freshmen and just people that, you've got this post-tunes kind of drag going on, people are tired. We want something to get people out and get them excited about the rest of the school year and just what that the Men of Kappa Chi has to offer.
Well, it looks like the Men of Kappa Chi have had a successful event. Let's see what's going on next here on campus. Back to you guys at the studio. I'm Haley Short.
Thanks, Haley. Now, I think square dancing goes right along with line dancing. Don't forget to grab your boots and a flannel and head to Barn Bash on Saturday at 5 o'clock if you purchase tickets. CM hosts this beloved event every year, and this year, it's kicking off the twerp festivities. Twerp stands for The Woman is Required to Pay. Keep your eyes on Ouachita's calendar for more twerp events coming up over the next few weeks. Now, let's see what the weather's looking like for all of those fall events. Madeline Tulas has the forecast.
Thank you, Ashley. Let's take a look at the weather for this week on campus. Arkadelphia doesn't realize it's fall, unfortunately, with highs still in the 70s and 80s this week during the day. There will, however, be lows in the 40s, so if you went home for fall break and brought back your warmer clothes, hopefully they won't be in your closet much longer as we get closer to sweater weather. Moving to today's forecast, there is a high of 80 degrees and a low of 53. It is partly cloudy day with the sun still peeking through. These times of sun and cloud will hopefully make it a pleasant day to walk from class to class, especially with wind gusts of around 20 miles per hour. We're sending our guys off to Searcy this Saturday, but if you're planning to stay back and go to the Barn Bash, just know that it's going to be a bit cooler at night with a low of 48. So dress accordingly or steal your man's jacket. Have a great rest of the week, Tigers. Predictions are provided by AccuWeather. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Madeline. I am loving this forecast and the cooler temperatures headed our way. Now it's Career and Calling Week. If you haven't had the chance to check out some of the career preparation events, you still have time to build your resume on Thursday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Fishbowl and network with graduate programs on Friday, also from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Fishbowl. And in arts, don't miss the Ouachita Singers concert in the Macbeth Recital Hall Thursday at 7:30 p.m. And in the world of sports, intramural soccer started this week. Now, I've heard lots of talk of the excitement toward bringing this intramural sport back this year after having a year off last year. This talk of soccer brings us to our Roar Rundown for the week. Lexi Lunsford has the latest in Ouachita athletics.
Thank you, Kaylin. To begin this week's Roar Rundown, Tiger football defeated East Central University 31-14 on the road on Saturday. The Tigers have now clinched a winning record for the 2023 regular season, which is the 15th straight year for the program to reach that mark. The win also gives Ouachita a 6-0 start for the 11th time in program history. The Tigers will face Harding on the road this Saturday as to what will likely be a battle of top 10 teams. Women's volleyball bounced back with a dominant 3-1 win over the Rangers of Northwestern Oklahoma State University Saturday afternoon at home. Leading the way for the Tiger attackers was Riley Brazil with 13 kills. Avery House paced the back row with 15 digs. Courtney Hansen led the setters with 43 assists. Hansen has also been named the Great American Conference Setter of the Week. The Tigers will be back in action Thursday, October 12th, as they travel to Ada, Oklahoma to take on East Central. Women's cross-country team tied for first place at the University of Ozarks Invitational on Saturday morning. Amelia Ekerson was the first Tiger across the line in the 5K race, finishing in fourth with a time of 18:59.6. In total, Ouachita made up 14 of the top 25 runners. Men's cross country finished second overall at the University of Ozarks Invitational Saturday morning. Evan Artemage was the race winner for Ouachita men's cross country team, and Artemage took home first place in the 8K race with a time of 26:14.9, winning the event by a 12-second margin. Ouachita Cross Country will now be preparing to defend their 2022 GAC title for the Great American Conference Championship that will take place on Saturday, October 21st in Russellville, Arkansas. The Ouachita men's and women's swimming split their team dual meet against the Oklahoma Christian University Eagles, with the Tiger Shark men winning 119 to 115 and the women losing 122 to 102 in the first home meet of the year. The Tiger Sharks had 11 event winners in the meet. Ouachita also had 26 second and third place finishers. The next meet will be at Wagner Pool as they host the University of Missouri St. Louis on Saturday, October 14th. Ouachita men's soccer team opened its weekend trip to Oklahoma with a 4-1 loss to the 25th ranked Rogers State on Thursday. Despite the loss, Messiah Nitta recorded a career-high 8 saves in a complete game effort. The Tigers head to Bethany, Oklahoma on Saturday to face off against Southern Nazarene. Women's soccer team bounced back from its loss on Thursday with a 2-0 road win over Southern Nazarene on Saturday. Following this match, freshman midfielder Isabella Satanera has been selected the Great American Conference Women's Soccer Offensive Player of the Week. Ouachita improves to a 6-1-4 overall and a 3-1-1 in the Great American Conference games to put the team in a tie for first place for the league, with 4 weeks remaining. Next up is a road game against Harding, Wednesday, October the 11th. I'm Lexi Lunsford, and this has been your Aurora Rundown.
It's an exciting time in sports and an exciting time to start fall. Now, speaking of fall, I've been seeing a lot of people walking on campus holding their warm coffee cups that I'm sure are just full of seasonal drinks that are cozy and delicious.
Yes, I am all about the fall drinks right now. We asked you all what your fall coffee order is on our Instagram, and we're sharing some of your responses right here on the show.
Jordan Dave said a white mocha with pumpkin. Allison Rogers said a pumpkin chai, and Cooper Dar said just pumpkin. Now, I love a London fog, but Kaylin, what is your personal favorite fall drink?
Okay, I am a chai latte girl all the way. That is my jam right now. I will be drinking chai lattes all throughout fall. But that's all we have for you on this week's show. Make sure to get a chai latte and to follow us on Instagram at the Ouachita News Show and to answer each question of the week. You just might see your responses pop up here on the show.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Ouachita News Show so you'll never miss a latest update and the greatest news at Ouachita.